cut to the chase kind of senator, and she just short-circuited all of this fighting that's been happening around this transcript, and now we've got a lot of new material and a lot of new information that we didn't have before. The Republicans have created this really big narrative around, what kind of organization Fusion GPS is and why they did this dossier and what led them to the Russia sources that gave them this incredibly dramatic narrative. They've created a whole story about where this came from. Today we got the real story, and it just breaks this thing open. Yeah, and the so-called uncooperative witness was a pretty cooperative witness, as we saw. That's right. Thank you, Rachel. Thanks, Lawrence. Thanks, my friend.
Well, what Dianne Feinstein did today was the single most important act by a United States senator since Donald Trump took the oath of office. Nothing less than that. Senator Feinstein reached the breaking point with her Republican colleagues on the Senate Judiciary Committee. It was her Howard Beale moment, that moment in Patty Chayefsky's Oscar-winning screenplay Network when Howard Beale starts shouting, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore," and the whole country starts shouting with him. There is nothing more rare in the United States Senate than the Howard Beale moment. They happen once in a generation, if that. The last one, as I said to Rachel, the last one that comes to mind for me is from 1984 when Daniel Patrick Moynihan announced his resignation from the vice chairmanship of the Senate Intelligence Committee because the CIA director had violated his obligation to fully and openly brief the committee, privately brief the committee on the mining of the harbors in Nicaragua before going ahead and mining those harbors. The Republican chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee then, Barry Goldwater, was as outraged as his Democratic colleague, Senator Moynihan, and he, too, sharply criticized the CIA for that. Filibusters are commonly mistaken by the press to be Howard Beale moments. They are not. They are perfectly normal and traditional and very rare uses of the Senate rules and procedures to prolong debate. That's all they are. What Senator Moynihan did in 1984 and what Senator Feinstein did today was a break